The Europa League group stages kick off this weekend with some juggernauts Ajax, Liverpool and Atalanta coming at you from Serie A. Who's getting off to a banger? Who's going to get off to a whopper? We're going to take a little look next. Prediction video. Today we're taking a look at, of course, the Europa League group stages. Match number 1 is just around the corner, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where you've been, smash your subscribe button, bang it, all things Europa League related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We got it all here, boys, under one rooski. Of course, Liverpool, familiar with Europe, but not necessarily this kind of competition. They're here, of course. Will they go the distance? We'll take a little look at all of it in a second, of course. Big shout out to my boys, of course, the patrons for supporting the channel. You know who you are. But anyway, let's get cracking and have a little look at what we're talking about, guys. We're talking about, of course, the Europa League. And let's remind ourselves of the clubs that make up this year's competition. We did do a deep dive into each and every one of the groups, but let's just remind ourselves, of course, of the clubs. This is Group A. We have West Ham, we have Olympiacos, we have Freiburg, we have Tiraspol as well. Making up an interesting Group A. Group B sees Ajax, Marseille, Brighton, and AEK Athens. Of course, a very spicy-looking Group C sees Rangers, Betis, Sparta, Prague, and Ajax Limassol from Cyprus. We have next up Group D, Atalanta, Sporting Lisbon, Sturm, Graz, and Rakow, of course. Into the next one, we have Liverpool. That's right. They're up against LASK, Union Saint-Gilloise, and Toulouse. They got nothing to lose. I can't even believe they're here, to be honest with you. They were in Ligue 2 not too long ago, but they're up against Liverpool now. Next up, we have Villarreal, big bad boy Bertrand Diaz with Rennes, Maccabi Haifa, and Panathinaikos. That's right. Group G sees, of course, Roma with Mourinho, Slavia Prague, Sheriff Tiraspol, and Servette as well. And the final group sees Leverkusen. Where are you? Leverkusen, Qarabag, Molde, and Hacken. Of course, some easy groups in there, but also some bit of a tricky ones, of course. That, my friends, are the teams and the groups. What about, of course, the Prediction League? Well, we do have one, and it is right here, right now. Get involved, @EL2324, piece of piss, get in amongst it. It's the same format we used last time. It's not the Super Brew. It's the official Europa League website, so make sure you get involved in that. Guys, if you were there last year, it should be pretty easy for you to get re-enrolled from before. So do that, and of course we're going to have some fun and see who is the King Predictor, just because I am. You have to take me on now. I'm all in, all eyes on this one. So we are going to gear up for the next, for the first games. Of course, they are just around the corner, so let's get into it and have a little look at, of course, some absolute zingers, of course. So here we go then, of course. This is how it works. It's pretty easy. It's the website, so get over there. You punch in your score lines. And, of course, at the end of it, make sure you play your booster, because that'll be the difference maker. If you forget to do that, which I did loads of times last season, you're going to miss out. And, again, you can opt for these popular predictions. You can have an indication of who's going for what. But you can also put your crazy ones in, your 6-0s, your 7-0s, if you want to. But anyway, we're going to jump in the deep end with, of course, the first one, which will be Qarabag up against Molde. That's right. Now, these games take place on the 21st of September, which is just around the corner. So, Qarabag up against Molde, of course, coming at you this coming 21st of September. They played each other just the one time. It was a qualification round. Looks like penalties way back in 2020. We'll talk about that in a minute. Qarabag, though, looking at 67% form for them right now. Without winning 3, up against Molde, of course, 58% form, back-to-back wins for them heading into this. That previous match was a 6-5 win. It might have been penalties. It was way back in 2020. It was the qualification round, perhaps a COVID year where they only played the one time. Meanwhile, Molde coming into this on the back of a 4-1 win over Odd in the top flight there, of course, with Qarabag taking on Zava Masia, coming at you right here, right now, on the day of recording, which is the 17th of September. Of course, the odds right here and now, we have got Qarabag 29-20 for the victory, 12-5 is yours, 9-5 is your away win. I'm going to opt for the popular one here with a draw, but I might go with I'm going to go with a 0-0 draw on this one. People not really wanting to burst their bubble, kind of get off to an okay start. So we're going to go with a 0-0 draw on that one to see how good I am on that. Bayer Leverkusen taking on Hacken, of course, coming at you out of Group H. Now, these two sides never play each other, but Leverkusen look absolute red hot right now. 92% form for them at the minute. Against Hacken, of course, 58% form for them. Just 1 win in 4. Looking a little bit wobbly. Of course, Leverkusen pick up a 2-2 draw at Bayern this past weekend. Of course, Xabi Alonso working this magic from the dugout. That's, of course, Hacken also picking up a 1-0 loss to Dalsvors, but they are taking on Halmstad this coming weekend. They're expected to win that game as well. But the odds for this one should be a home banker here. 6-1 on is your Leverkusen, 6-1 is the draw, 60-1 is your long shots. Yeah, let's go 3-0 win on that one. And of course, possibly play my banker on that one. Sheriff of Tiraspol. They are taking on Roma. That's right, Mourinho's boys. Coming at you this coming week. Play each other just never times. Of course, that's 0. Tiraspol, though, 67% form for them right now. Just 1 defeat past 6 up against Mourinho's boys. Not a great start for them. Just 1 win in 5. 42% form for them heading into this Mourinho's boys. That's Roma. Picking up a 2-1 loss to Milan pre-international break. Taking on Empoli today. They're expected to win that game with Tiraspol picking up a 5-1 win over Floresti in their top flight. But the odds right here, right now for this game, we have Tiraspol 11-2 for the victory. 2-1 on is your Roma. 60-5 is the draw. Go with a 2-1 win again, going with a popular vote on that one. I think Sheriff Tiraspol will prove to be difficult, but Roma should break them down with their class in the end. Servette coming out of Switzerland up against Slavia Prague, of course, a bit of a classic. This one played each other twice since 2023. That was in the, it was a friendly, so it doesn't really count. Prague coming to this on 75% form for them, just 1 defeat at the past 6 up against Servette, 50% form for them right now, 1-2 lost to and drawn to. Servette picking up a 4-1 win over Bull over in the Swiss Cup there, around the 32. That was, of course, just yesterday. Slavia Prague picking up a 1-0 win over Panathinaikos as well in their top flight. Back-to-back wins for them, of course, in the domestic league. The odds, though, for this game, we have Servette, 23-10 for the victory, 13-5 is draw. 11-10 is, of course, your away win. Slavia Prague look like they're favourites according to this. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for the Swiss team here. Upset the odds, of course, put Slavia Prague in a bit of an awkward predicament heading into match number 2. But, of course, we'll see how they get on when the reverse fixture comes around. Panathinaikos up against Diaz and co. That's right. Now, played each other twice, these two sides. Panathinaikos, though, 67% form for them, winning 4 of the last 6 up against Villarreal, who look a little bit shit right now over in La Liga. 1 win in 6. Of course, they have played each other a couple of times. I already mentioned that. Biggest win, the only win for Villarreal, 2-1 win. In fact, they've scored 3 goals compared to Panathinaikos 2 over the course of the 2 games. Works out around 1.50 goals a game ratio. The last time they played each other in Greece, it was that 2-1 win for Villarreal back in March 2009. Villarreal picking up a 3-1 loss to Cadiz pre-international break, taking on Almira today. They're expected to win that game, with, of course, Panathinaikos picking up a 5-0 win over Panathinaikos over in the Greek Superliga as well. The odds for this, though, we have 5-2 is your Panathinaikos, 11-10 is your Villarreal, 12-5 is draw. It's going to be tough on this one, isn't it? I'm going to back the Greeks on this one. I think Villarreal are in a bit of trouble. I'm going to go 2-0 win. That's right. Going against it, honey. This could be where I make some points up on the rest of you guys, because you'll probably back the Spanish outfit. I'm going to go with the Greek team on this one, because they're at home, they're tricky, and of course Villarreal look a little bit shite right now. Next up we have Rennes up against Maccabi Haifa out of Israel, coming at you this coming 21st of September. Never played each other though, these two sides. Rennes come into this, 50% form for them right now, 1-1, lost 1, and drawn 4 in a row, but they are unbeaten in the last 5. Maccabi Haifa on 75% form, just 1 defeat at the past 6, of course. Rennes picking up a 2-2 draw against Lille, of course, in the Ligue 1. That's, of course, this weekend, with Maccabi Haifa picking up a 2-1 win over Hapoel Jerusalem pre-international break, taking on Maccabi Panathinaikos this coming weekend, right here, right now, as a recording, expected to win that game as well. The odds for this one, we have where our Rennes 29 on for the victory, 70-4 is your 92 is your away win. Should be the home side here with a victory. I'm going to go with a 3-1 win. Give Haifa something to talk about, but not much in the end. Next, we're going to go to Austria with Lazic. Linz up against Liverpool coming at you at the Raiffeisen Arena. Never played each other, these two sides. Lazic, though, unbeaten in the last 6 games, 83% form for them right now, winning 4 of the last 5. Liverpool, though, winning 4 in the bounce, unbeaten in the last 6 as well. Liverpool pick up a 3-1 win over Wolves in the Premier League this week, with Lazic picking up the same scoreline on the road to Austria Klagenfurt. Of course, the odds right here, right now for this one, we have 50-2 is your Linz, 10-3 on is your Liverpool, and 70-4 is the draw. I do expect Liverpool to play a bit of a weakened side here. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for them on the road, get themselves off to a flyer, but of course a much rotated team than the one that was in the Premier League. Next we have a game over in Belgium, a bit of a Flemonese encounter with of course the Belgians up against the French. That's right. Let's take a closer look at this one over in Belgium. Now, these two sides never played each other. Of course, you get St. Gilloise coming at you on 58% form for them right now. 2 defeats of the last 6. Up against Toulouse, though, who haven't won in the last 3. 67% form for them over the last 6. They did pick up a 2-2 draw against Clermont Foot in the top flight in La France, taking on Marseille right here, right now, with St. Gilloise picking up a 2-0 win, 2-0 loss, against Genk in the top flight over in Belgium. Of course, the odds right here, right now, we've got 11-10 on as your host, 12-5 as your away win, 5-2 as your draw. Going to go with the draw here, packing up a 1-1 draw. Don't know too much about Toulouse, and of course St. Gilloise at home should be a difficult game, but I just don't know the minute with their form. Next up, we have Sturm Graz against Sporting Lisbon. This one's coming at you out of Austria as well. If I can find it, there it is. Now, these two sides, according to my eyes, never played each other according to the data in front of me. Sturm Graz, though, unbeaten the last 5, 75% form for them at the minute. Sporting Lisbon also 75% form for them, just one defeat past 6. Of course, Sporting Lisbon pick up a draw against Braga pre-international break, taking on Molde right here, right now. This game is live as I'm recording. Sturm Graz, though, pick up a 2-2 draw against Salzburg. Big game for them at home. To continue a good start for them over in the domestic league. The odds here, we have 40-5 as your host, 2019 on as your Sporting, 5-2 is the draw. Tough one here. Going to go with a 2-1 win for Sporting to take the 3 points. And again, start off with a flyer. Atalanta from Italy up against Czechkova, coming out of the Czech Republic. Is that right? I don't even know if that's right. If it's it might even be Poland. I don't know. They're of course, a tricky unit, none the same. Atalanta, though, 58% form for them right now. Just one defeat past 5. Up against Krškova, just one defeat past 6 for them. 75% form for them as well. Krškova picking up a 1-0 win over Lutz. It does look like it. It is. It's a Polish team. Sorry, my geography kind of threw me off there a little bit. But a 1-0 win for Krškova over Luditz most recently, with Atalanta picking up a 2-0 win. 3-0 win over Monza most recently. They are taking on Fiorentina as we speak. The odds for this game right here, right now, we do have 92 on Atalanta. 92 is the draw. 12-1 is your long shots right here, right now. Should be Atalanta's victory here. Going to go with the popular vote with the 2-0 win for the hosts. On this one, Rangers up against Real Betis, coming at you out of Ibrox. Now, these two sides play each other never. Of course, Rangers, though, a little bit wobbly form for them right now. 58% form for them heading into this. Betis, though, under Pellegrini, 42% form for them right now, winning 2 times the last 6. They did get spanked by Barcelona. That's, of course, this weekend. 5-0 drubbing with Rangers picking up a 2-0 win over St. Johnstone. Of course, the odds right here now. 17-10 is your Rangers, 12-5 is your draw, 31-20 is your away win. Of course, pressure is on Beale at Rangers right now. I'm going to give it to them, though. Going to give it a squeaky 2-1 win. Again, not really ones of the popular votes, going against the grain, perhaps, but I'm going to back him to, of course, ride through this real rough patch right now. Sparta Prague up against Limassol coming at you out of Cyprus. This one's over in Group C. Never played each other, though. These two sides, Sparta Prague, though, 3 matches winning run at the moment. 58% form for them over the last 6. Limassol, the same. 3 games winning row. 67% form for them over the last 6. Limassol pick up a 5-0 win over Zakaru over in their top flight. Taking on Paphos right here, right now. Live. Sparta Prague, of course, pick up a 2-0 win over Slovan Liberec pre-international break. Taking on Slovakia right here, right now, in their top flight. The odds right here right now, 7-4 on is your hosts. 65 is your draw. 92 is your away win. Back the host here for this 2-0 win. Prague's going to take the victory and run away with it. Brighton over Albion, of course, into Europe for the first time, up against AEK Athens. Exciting opportunity for the South Coast English team there. Of course, Brighton with De Zerbi at the dugout. 75% form for them right now. Just one defeat past 6. Of course, coming at you up against AEK Athens. 50% form for them right now. 1-2 lost to and drawn to. Athens pick up a 3-2 win over Volos in the Superliga pre-international break. Taking on Olympiacos this coming weekend right here right now, with Brighton picking up a 3-1 win over at Old Trafford. Back-to-back 3-1 wins for them. And looking A-OK in the Premier League. Of course, the odds right here right now, 10-3 on is your Brighton. Of course, 4-1 is your draw, 10-1 is your long shots. Brighton, excited to be here. Going to go with a 2-0 win for them. It might be more. Ajax up against Marseille, probably the game of the round right here, right now, is in the same group. It's a very difficult group as well. That is, of course, Group B. And these two sides up each other 3 times in 2009. 1 win for Marseille, 2 draws, and nothing for Ajax. Ajax, though, 50% form for them right now. 1-2 lost to and drawn to. Up against Marseille, also 1-2 lost to and drawn to. Marseille did actually, what we're looking at here, last time for each other in Amsterdam, it was a 2-2 draw back in March 2009. Marseille picked up a 1-1 draw against Nantes, most recently taking on Toulouse right here, right now, with Ajax taking on Twente today, but they did head into the international break with a 0-0 draw against Sittard. In fact, it was back-to-back games for Ajax heading into this without scoring a goal. Can they change that in the domestic league before heading to take on Marseille this week? 6-5 is your, of course, your Ajax. 21-10 is your Marseille. 13-5 is the draw. Tough one, this one. Going to go with the hosts here, 2-1 win. I'm thinking the winners of these games, this one and the reverse fixture, is going to decipher which one of these two sides will join Brighton, I think, in the next round. I think Brighton will come through, but Marseille and Ajax will be a difficult one to call. And into the final two now. We've got Olympiacos up against Freiburg. Actually, I think we worked this from H to bloody A here. So we're going to start with the first group here. So Olympiacos up against Freiburg. Another tricky game over in Greece. Played each other 3 times in 2019. 2 wins for Freiburg, nothing but Olympiacos, and 1 draw. Olympiacos, though, 5 wins on the bounce for them. 92% form for them. Of course, Freiburg, just 1 win of the last 3. 67% form for them heading into this. Last time played each other in Greece, it was a 3-0 win for Freiburg. That was back in last year, around about this time last year, in the Europa League as well, back in September 2022. 3-0 win it was for Freiburg, who, of course, came out of the doubleheader against the Greek outfit last year. Of course, Freiburg, though, 4-2 loss to Dortmund most recently. Of course, that was this weekend, with Olympiacos picking up a 4-0 win over Lamia pre-international break, taking on AEK Athens this weekend over in Greece. That's yet to take place, and we're doing that as of recording. Of course, the odds right here, right now, we're looking at this one. We've got Olympiacos 70-10 for the victory, 23-10 is the draw, 31-20 is your away win. Back in the draw here, 1-1 draw. Again, a Greece, difficult place to go. Freiburg, tricky unit. Of course, both sides wanted to get out of this group as well. And then wrap it up. It's West Ham against Topaya, of course, over in the London Stadium. Play each other never, these two sides. West Ham, 58% form for them. Heading into this, just 1 defeat past 5. Up against Topola, 83% form for them, winning 5 of the last 6. Last time around, of course, Topola being a 6-3 win over Zalesnia Pachavo in their top flight. That was this weekend, of course. West Ham 3-1 loss to Man City in the Premier League, of course. The odds are for this game, of course, the hosts favoured here, 10-1 on for the victory, 52 is your draw, and 22-10 is your away win. Going to go with a 3-0 win. West Ham is the popular vote. And that, my friends, completes my picks. But what about my booster? Which one is a guarantee? I'm going to go with the first one. Well, this one here is the Leverkusen Hacken one. I'm going to go with that myself. Let me know what booster you put down below, so we can see who is, of course, the kingpin in the old prediction leagues. And a quick recap. That's right, quick recap of course, the prediction league, if you haven't done it just yet. Because, of course, we did last year. Get involved, cut/EL2324, piece of piss, use the QR code. And, of course, I'll see you when we come back around for match number 2. And, of course, a recap of how you guys got on, how I got on in the prediction league. That's it. Of course, till then, subscribe, thumbs up. Catch you later for the next one. But until then, we're done.